You know, they say that the first human to live to be 1,000 years old is already alive and walking around on Earth. I just might be that person. Hello, everyone, and welcome once more to another video podcast of Alexandra Mayers Live. Obviously, I'm Alexandra. Now, I have a feeling that this particular video will be the video that introduces a lot of you to me. And when it comes to me, the best way to learn what I'm all about is to visit alexandramayers.com and alexandramayerslive.com. Because this particular video is simply to take you, the viewer, through my journey of training for a marathon this year, 2020. I'm basically giving myself the gift of health. I am giving myself a complete health and fitness overhaul, and I just made a few notes in regards to some things that I want people to know in regards to me as they watch week by week my body's fitness progress, as I share with you my thoughts about my health, and up until race day, whenever it is that I decide to actually run this marathon, which I hope to be in the month of September. So first, let's just go over my stats, okay? I'm 41 years old, born January 7th, 1979. I just recently had a birthday, actually. I'm about 5'6¾", not quite 5'7", but you know, tall enough. As of current, I weigh about 150 pounds. Everything on my body is real. I've never had any cosmetic surgery, no breast implants. This is all me, everything. Butt is mine, hair is mine, nails are mine. I do not believe in wearing fake stuff anymore. Now, when I was younger and when I was an adult entertainer, yeah, I did the acrylic nails. My hair was shorter and I wore extensions, but not anymore. And especially if you are a woman of color, don't fall into that trap. It's a waste of money and it's a health risk. It really is. And in future videos, I will go into that. Relationship status, I am single. I am currently not looking. I do not have any children. In regards to my ethnicity or my ethnic background, I consider myself African American, Black American, predominantly. However, there are other strains of DNA within me. To my knowledge, there is some Native American, there is some European, and I've always suspected that there is some East Asian, though I've never had an Ancestry.com or any sort of DNA test. In regards to handicaps that I have, genetically I have bad knees. Part of the reason why I have decided to train for a marathon, which consequently will lead to me losing some weight, is because as I have gained weight, I have noticed that it has affected my knees tremendously. I've already lost some weight. Prior to this training, I was a bit over 160 pounds about a month ago, okay? So I'm getting there, but my ideal weight, I think, is going to be around 130 pounds. Since I've lost weight, my knees are not hurting anymore. They're not cracking and popping. Another thing that I have added to my diet since completely cutting nicotine and alcohol out of my diet or my life as of September 26th, 2019, I about once a week will intake some moringa powder. I highly recommend it to anyone who experiences joint issues. In the future, I plan to relocate again to a low humidity environment because I noticed that when I lived in the desert and on the west coast of America, I didn't have bodily aches and pains as I do where I reside now in South Florida. In regards to my diet, as of current, I am not focused on my diet. I do tend to eat pretty healthy. Intolerances that I have, I'm lactose intolerant. I don't do well if I have a lot of carbohydrates, I've noticed. Since I've started training for this marathon, and I'm only on week 1, I have increased my protein intake, and I've added more fruits and vegetables to my diet, but I haven't done anything special yet. About a month ago, about every other day, I would take one hydroxycut pill, hydroxycut for women. I felt like it helped to jumpstart my metabolism, but as of current, I might take one pill every 3 days. And in time, I don't want to take any hydroxycut because I don't think it's good for you to take in the long term. Every week, I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of myself so you guys can see my bodily progress. I really would like to lose this right here. I'd like to, of course, tone up my boobies and maybe tighten up what's going on back there. Yeah. So that's about it for today. If you want to follow my fitness progression and you want to follow me on my 2020 marathon training journey, you can always visit alexandramayerslive.com. And remember, I create quite a few really interesting podcasts that I would really appreciate you, the viewer, to support. Not financially, but emotionally. You know, support me via social media. Get the word out about what I'm talking about. You can learn about my various podcasts through alexandramayers.com, but let me just list to you what I like to talk about. As of current, I have a website called Political News Time because I really enjoy talking about politics. Many years ago, I founded a website called Porn News Today, which discusses issues pertaining to the truth of the adult entertainment industry. I also have Porn Law News, which discusses issues pertaining to the legalities of the adult entertainment industry, organized crime, sex trafficking. All those things are all wrapped up together, so that's going to be an interesting project I develop. I'm also an artist. I would appreciate it if those of you out there who are art lovers check out Alexandra Originals. And I plan on having a lot of pieces for sale this year. So if you do want to support me financially in some way, buy some of my art. That way you can have it in your home and you can beautify your environment. And I'm a musician. I know my music isn't for everybody, but I've just reached the conclusion that if I'm ever going to have a man in my life, that man needs to feel that my music is the most beautiful thing that he's ever heard. Yeah. So that's it. Take care, everyone, and see y'all later. Bye.